ethereal, heavenly glow coming from over here, but it's just my lamp. It's been a good morning. Was able to get up early before my son woke up and drink some hot water, as you saw. I like to drink tea with breakfast, so just drink some hot water. It is 9 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's been really cold the past few days, so I have my hot water bottle and hot water, and it helps a lot getting up in the cold mornings. But my son has woken up. It is about 7:30, so it's about 45 minutes after I sat down to read my Bible. He's just having a blast in his crib, waiting for me to come get him. So yeah, my alone time is over for the day. I get to go be mom for a little bit, do some house chores and things, and then, Lord willing, he takes a nap, and I will be back to do some crafty things. And I'm trying to decide what to knit next. I have casted off all of my active whips, so I have nothing on the needles right now. I have one whip in hibernation, but that'll be there till spring. So I have yarn for a sweater, and I just cannot decide. While I'm hanging out with my son this morning, I'm also going to be contemplating what in the world type of sweater I want to knit. Trying to make a decision so that I can start swatching when he takes a nap. Hopefully I decide. I wish I could ask you. Hopefully I decide. I just put my son down for a nap, so I have a few hours, hopefully, if he sleeps. He's in the stage of, I think he's dropping his only nap of the day, which is going to be a shock for my whole body when he does drop that nap. Because I get a rest. I won't have that like 2-hour rest once he drops a nap. But anyway, he's in his crib, and so I'm finally able to chat with you guys. Typically during this time, I usually knit, watch some YouTube videos, or knit and watch a TV show, or knit and read. I can knit and read now, which is so much fun. But from this last December, I decided to give up social media for the month of December for Advent season, and it was a really good time. It just left me so much time to create in different ways, like knitting, of course. That's when I learned to knit and read, but also painting, which I was surprised at how much I loved, which I've always I've dabbled in painting since my son was born, but I just really loved it through December. And so yeah, going into the new year, I was thinking, I always pick a word for the year. The past 2 years, I picked the word creative or create. And I just really wanted to learn what it meant to create for the glory of God. You know, that verse in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, I think, like, whether you eat or drink, sleep, whatever you do it all for the glory of God. And I knew that creating, knitting especially, like, fell under that category, or fell under that command, I guess, but I was just really confused on how to create for the glory of God, because knitting, it does seem kind of selfish, even when I knit for other people, solely because I just get so much joy from it, and it just makes me so happy. And so I was just like, should I be finding so much happiness in something other than God? Really? Like, but the Lord has taught me so much in the past 2 years to have so much grace, and also He is the giver of all good things. And so just trying to learn how to use my love for this craft for loving the Lord, like being grateful for Him for giving me 2 hands that can knit, and a brain that can read. And so yeah, just like not letting it stop at just loving the craft, but letting it push me forward into loving the Lord. And so this year I decided I wanted to have my word be beauty, specific, to kind of tie in, to continue to learn about how creating beautiful things can reflect the beautiful Creator. But I also, I see a counselor who's kind of helping me through anxiety in my life, and I think my natural inclination is to be anxious and to worry and to see all the bad things that could happen in the world in the future. And I want to train my brain to see the beauty of the circumstance that I'm in right now, no matter the circumstance, and continue to create beautiful things, and let that push me to be grateful and to praise God for those beautiful things, but also try and see the beauty of the world and my life, no matter the circumstance. And so some of the more practical ways I'm doing that was, like, I turned my phone into the dumbest smartphone that I can function. Like, it still has maps, it still has, messages and FaceTime, but I like blocked all Safari, and then I don't have like Instagram or YouTube on my phone either. And it is just like freeing up a lot of time, but I can still get on those things like on my laptop. And then another practical way I'm trying to help me learn how to be creative, or to see the beauty, is to do something creative before I then like consume or participate in like YouTube and watching people's videos or TV or something. Whether that be painting, creating my own knitwear designs, which I'm slowly learning how to do. And then I also started a blog. Writing is especially helpful for me to process things, and in tandem to try and learn how to see the beauty around me. I wanted to do like one blog post a week about something that was beautiful that week. And so I've been publishing those on Wednesdays for 3 weeks. And so today's Tuesday, and I'm gonna like finish editing my blog post, and so I'll link it below if you're interested, but it is a personal blog. But yeah, so that is what I'm gonna do right now for my creative thing before I start knitting. But I have my laptop, and yeah, I'll check back again after I'm done. was just talking to the camera and it wasn't filming. I was just saying that I finished my blog post, so it's all ready to go up tomorrow. And I've been wanting to start a blog post, like a blog, for a while. I wanted it to be, what I had in mind is a personal blog. It's meant to be like a more extensive, maybe is the right word, version of Instagram. I could still take pretty pictures, but I could write about them more. I could write about what I'm learning, what I'm creating, a place to process, to learn about how to see the beauty and to share that journey. And so I just didn't know where to start, but I came across a gal named Tina, and I found her on Instagram, and then I realized she had a blog, and I went to her blog and I was like, this is what I love, like this is what I want to do. You just get to hear about what she's up to, what she's making, and reading too, which is so much fun. And I was like, this is what I've been looking for. And so it was just such an encouragement seeing her blog and reading it for the past few weeks. Was such an encouragement to, you can do this too. So I just went to Blogspot and got, or Blogger, and got a free, I mean it's all free on Blogger, I think. So and I've just been writing twice a week usually, and it's been a lot of fun. It's just what I wanted. I don't love Instagram. I like the idea of Instagram, of sharing what you're making and with pretty pictures, but I just struggle too much with comparison. I don't like that the algorithm will show you people that you don't follow. So I just don't like the experience of Instagram, but I still desired it. And so this has been so much fun. I'll leave her blog below if you want to go check it out, because it's just warm. I would say it's just warm. Now that I finished my blog post and did something creative for the day, I can start knitting things and watching YouTube videos if I want to. But I am so indecisive about what to knit next. I have not had any active whips for the past 2 days, and I just cannot decide what to knit next. So I have a whole sweater's quantity of this yarn, Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino. This is pretty true to color. Yeah, it's showing pretty true to color. It's worsted weight, and I bought it for the Hazel sweater by Petite Knit. But after doing the Oversized Seasons cardigan by Ozetta, I'm just not looking forward to an all-over ribbed cardigan again. I know that or ribbed sweater. I know that the Oversized Seasons cardigan was half fisherman's rib, and so it's going to go a lot slower. But I'm just intimidated by doing another all-over ribbed sweater, and that's what I bought this yarn for. And so I've been thinking, should I do something else with it, basically? But I'm having trouble. So I have some patterns, and I want you to give me your thoughts. And I'll be putting pictures up so you can really let me know what you think. But there's the Bazia sweater, I don't know if I pronounced that right, by Irene Lynn. I went on Ravelry and I just looked up for anything that was worsted, and ideally single strand, because I don't want to hold anything with mohair, just because I'm in the stage of life where I have a young child and hopefully have more young babies and don't need fluffy bits coming off of them. So I don't want to knit with mohair, so I was looking for a single strand. So the Bazia sweater by Irene Lynn, very pretty. There's like a cute little v-neck detail, and it's quite long, and I want a split hem. I probably wouldn't do stripes because I just have the one color, but I do like the silhouette of this sweater. So there's that one. There's the Wayfarer Raglan by Liv Ulven. I'm very sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's very pretty. It's also single strand of worsted yarn, and it's raglan. I'm undecided if I want like a drop shoulder like this. This is just store-bought sweater, but if I want a drop shoulder sweater like this or raglan, I don't think I want yoke for like what I'm imagining, a big oversized comfy sweater. And I still like the idea of it being like pretty. Like the Hazel sweater is just looks so dainty and feminine, and I still really like that. So yeah, there's this one. It looks really pretty. I like the like mock neck, almost a turtleneck. So yeah, there's this one. Another one I'm trying to decide between. Weathers sweater by Heidi May, worsted single strand. This is a high contender because it's drop shoulder. It looks very oversized and comfy. I'd still probably do a split hem. No matter what I do, I'd probably do a split hem on any of these sweaters. But it looks really cozy and pretty. And I love that like higher neck. All of these sweaters, I probably shorten the sleeves because that is just not practical for a mama of a 2-year-old to have those long sleeves. So yeah. The Hazel sweater, that's another one. I don't know why I'm so intimidated, and I don't think I would enjoy the process of doing it again, of doing all over ribbed, but it is such a flattering pattern. I love the split hem. I love the neck. I love the all over rib. It's a beautiful texture. The shoulder shaping on the back is so pretty. And then the other one is the Harlow. Oh, and the Hazel sweater is also DK and lace to get a worsted gauge. And this is just worsted, single strand. So something to think about. That won't have the fuzziness. So if there's more difficult parts in the shaping, that could show easier since I'll use single strand. And then the Harlow sweater V-neck option by K-Dream. It's worsted gauge, but it's met with a lace and a sport. And this one I think I'm leaning towards, this is the one that I think I desire most to do. The really flattering V-neck. I think it would be so pretty with just a t-shirt underneath, which is what I wear under sweatshirts, and I think that detail of the V-neck would be just as really feminine, which is what I want. And I like the split hem and the shoulder line on the back. But she gets this worsted gauge by doing a lace weight and a sport weight yarn. And I feel like that could just be really different than doing a worsted weight, just one strand of worsted weight. I feel like that would just give a different fabric, and I'm nervous about that. But this is the one I think I would want most. I can't decide. I cannot decide. Please help. So I have a sweaters, this is the only sweaters quantity I have, which is why I want to use it. I have like a few fingering 100-gram hanks and 2 DK hanks. I'm assuming 100-gram hanks. I could weigh it and find out. So I have options, but I just feel so indecisive. So I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna start browsing DK weight and fingering weight. I'm thoroughly overwhelmed. I started looking at DK projects for one skein DK projects, and I think I have some, like I found a free mitt pattern that I think I'll use. But yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. So then I started looking at fingering weight patterns. Does anyone else get overwhelmed when they have yarn, but they're trying to look for a pattern for that yarn? I just get overwhelmed at all the options. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna go grab the DK weight yarn. I'm gonna hank it up because we need to do some knitting today. I haven't knitted in 2 days. And then I'm gonna grab a snack, and then I'm gonna probably watch some TV, put my computer away so I'm not tempted to keep looking. I think that's what we're gonna do. given to me by Amber of A Lovely Yarn. It is 100% merino, DK, I'm pretty sure. And it is by Flower Hill Fleeces in the color Honey Lavender Latte. It's so pretty. So this will be a pair of mitts, fingerless mitts. Yes, the reason I think I love podcasts so much is because I get so inspired by other knitters who are showing what they're working on and showing the finished garment, usually wearing it. I love that so much more than digging through Ravelry and having hundreds of patterns that you're like, this could work, oh, this needs held double, should I hold this double too, oops. And so yeah, I just get overwhelmed sometimes. I truly get overwhelmed. But I'm hoping no more looking today. I'm just gonna start working on these and we'll catch back up with you in a bit. So I'm doing the Point Edwards mitts. I can talk more about it in my knitting podcast, but it just feels great to be knitting. I'm just sitting here smiling, watching Psych, just knitting. So here it is. I'll probably end the vlog here. Let me know what you think about those sweaters because I am just so indecisive. I just don't know what to do. I would love and appreciate any advice. So I hope you're having a great January and that your creative endeavors at the beginning of this year are going well and that you're excited about them. So we will chat very soon. See you later.